Alright, so at the bottom of your little base thing here, you probably knew this, but if you take off your armor, you can climb a lot better. If I had on that heavy armor, I wouldn't be able to make it up to the top of this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ta-da. Alright, that looks a little better. Okay. So yeah, this pit of Yogg over here. If you come over here, see, let me learn the religion real fast. Alright, so you make one of these Yogg cleavers, like 30 bone and all that. They have, I don't know, fucking 100, maybe 200 durability, something like that. It's not very good. So I said in the other video, you want to be efficient at using these things, because you need bones to actually speed craft some of the zeal. Once you upgrade this to tier 2, you can craft some kind of statue for this guy that only takes bones and stone. And every time you craft one of these statues, it gives you zeal. So whenever you're out gathering, you want to make sure you're always loading up on stone, always loading up on bones, and you're always loading up on the human flesh to throw inside this thing so you can actually have the zeal laying around. Now for this specific base, like I said, I'm not worried about you actually having this set up, but this is how you're going to want it set up to be able to get that. And that embellished flesh down there in the bottom, that unblemished human meat, the expiration is like 4 hours, and this is the smallest altar of them all. So this is always really good for putting inside your base to use a bubble on. It's super easy to get the zeal, easy to get the arc priest, easy upgrade. This stuff lasts for 4 hours. Like, there's no downs on using Yogg. Alright, in here, I see how you got like your benches all set up. They're all like completely full, right? What I would do is I would walk around and I would start putting large chests on top of all of these. Like I put a large chest on top of your stove, put a large chest on top of your fireball cauldron. Not worried about that. See, you got a tanner in here, I believe. Carpenter. Put a large chest on top of the carpenter's bench. That way, whenever you have an abundance of resources, you can just shove whatever you're not currently using into those large chests. And then once you're like logging out for the day, you can take the carpenters and everything out and throw them into the large chests so people can just grab them and put them all back on the bench when they're actually being used. That way if someone doesn't walk around, they don't just hear your stuff and they just look up because they hear a tink tink or hear a sawing or something like that. So it's always nice to have large chests on top of your benches. And it also makes it to where they can't just walk in and place a bomb on top of your chest and blow it up. They'll have to actually destroy your chest, which will in turn make them have to destroy whatever bench it's sitting on top of. And those benches all have like 100,000 health. The chest has like 30,000 or something like that. That's what a repair hammer to actually check. But pretty much it would just reduce the damage the chest takes because it shares it with the bench. It'll just make it a little more of a hassle for the enemy to have to get inside of. See, is there anything else in here? Yep, large chest, large chest. Probably a few large chests for your blacksmith bench. And that'll open up more room for you to be able to put more tables in here, which in turn you can put more chests on top of those tables. And then you can actually have a decent amount of room for storage for players and PvP kits and farming kits, things like that. You know, really important stuff. Alright. Now I'm stuck. Great. Cool, but I think that's going to cover everything I need to talk about for now. I'll talk more with you when you hop on.